We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 20. Call it the 24-yard line.
There we go.
Check back 47. I got him.
Kill.
Rush in. Check 13.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go, 47.
51 to Mike. Check the out.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Bleeding.
54. Mike, 54. Hey, watch the slant.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Let's get that ball, Let's get that ball
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
No chance.
Sunday. Hey, orbit.
54. Man, I got
Son, hang in there.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
That's the way.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Throwing, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53 for Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And the pressure gets to him again. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Switch.
Topper. Sunday.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 120. 40, 82, 40.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Alert three, alert three, alert three.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Waiting.
Right there, 54 Mike.
For Tokyo.
Mike's 54.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back man.
It's 27.
Shorty.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Let's find them.
From the 27, Wentz out to the left there and complete to Howard. Oh, and now some space offering. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 27 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Let's find 7.
Mike spot
Move.
Mike spot 4. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Wentz now to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Walk, go. Get out there. You. Hey, watch that. Check.
47.
Mike, 54.
26.
Here's Prescott. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Right there. 50.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
5-9.
Mike, 55.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
To throw, it's Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. It's taken to the 26. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
Forward, Tokyo!
We got to step it up.
Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Wentz to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Check 26.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
First down.
Tighten up. Pull together.
Looking to throw. Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Swerve. Hey.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You got to get that.
Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his... Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. For the 4th quarter, will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Let's go, baby.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right here, right here. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Hey, center.
54.
357.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
It's our time. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming.
They go with Howard again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming, baby.
Into the red zone. Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Now Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
54, right there.
Hey, box drop.
To throw is Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Hey, kill.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up second and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, 47.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. On first down, it's Sanders, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey, switch gears.
Run.
Another run with Sanders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?